But again, in news we actually care about, according to Digital Third Coast, there was a 3.9% spike in crime over the holiday weekend in the city of Portland. No. And we're not the only ones. Actually, of the cities that they looked at, we're only number 13, which of course I don't care for, but here we are. Hi, Cassie.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, creepy people.
Hello.
Hello. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, is it St. Patrick's Day?
Not as we're recording this, but very soon.
Is that why I'm wearing green head to toe?
You're wearing some green.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got cute green socks that
We
someone
do.
picked out.
They're so cute. Green stripes, and they have a shamrock
Hell yeah.
or clover.
Shamrock. Because
The shamrock.
shamrocks.
Wow.
But wait, there's more.
Exactly. This is P&W Haunts and Homicides.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day Goes Dark edition.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Are we doing a haunt or a homicide today?
Not really either.
I'm going to leave that whole thing in.
I'm keeping the mystery alive, okay?
I am dying to find out. She's been teasing me with this.
All right, I'm going to get into it. On St. Paddy's Day, according to an article by Vice dated 3/14 of 2014, less than a handful of days prior to the holiday that year, 80% of all drunk driving deaths involve drivers who are nearly twice the legal limit.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's real drunk.
it's pretty drunk.
I'd be falling.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, drunk driving and related fatalities increase on many other holidays. I think this stunning statistic dramatically illustrating the level of intoxication on this particular holiday has left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Just, for me personally,
Yeah.
feels a little ooky. The annual $160 billion hit that companies take in worker productivity due to absenteeism and hangovers, to be honest, I don't really give a shit about that.
You should just get the day off after every single holiday.
Yeah. I know how to solve it.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Fix the problem. There you go.
But again, in news we actually care about, according to Digital Third Coast, there was a 3.9% spike in crime over the holiday weekend in the city of Portland.
No.
And we're not the only ones. Actually, of the cities that they looked at, we're only number 13, which of course I don't care for, but here we are. Before I get to some other crazy stories, Cassie, guess the number one city. If you correctly guess it, we'll have to pick some lotto numbers next.
It's not Portland because you already said. Is it? It's P&W?
No.
Okay.
Okay. For reference, Seattle is at number 10.
Okay. I was going to guess Seattle because I was thinking P&W. So anywhere in the world, what's the number one city?
In the States.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Where crime goes up on St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be somewhere on the East Coast.
It might be. Well,
I'm going to guess New York. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, that's not a
Boston?
bad guess. It's actually Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, okay. That's very weird.
Yeah. You would never guess that in a million years.
Yeah, I lived real close to there.
Yeah. which has a relatively small population compared to others on the list at approximately 150,000 at the time of the data being recorded just a few short years ago. The reason they see such an intense spike is apparently due to the influx of nearly as many people from outside the city for the annual St. Patrick's Day parade.
Wow.
So the population of the city doubles in size.
Wow. I had no idea they even had like a big parade there.
Not what I would have thought of.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not at all. Meanwhile, in Hoboken, New Jersey, they hadn't hosted a St. Patrick's Day parade since 2011, following that banner year for crime and anarchy in the city where 34 people were arrested and 136 were taken to seek medical attention in ambulatory vehicles.
Oh, no. During a St. Patrick's Day parade?
Yup.
Oh, but why?
Luck of the Irish?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. But in Dayton, Ohio, where the annual party was rated the craziest in the country by the most scholarly of sources, brobible.com.
Brobible.com.
Police responded by arriving in riot gear.
Oh my gosh.
So all over the country, we have cities and college campus parties canceled because of violent conflicts and assaults. Notably, some college campuses have put a kibosh on the whole celebration because the instance of sexual assault sees such a huge spike.
I hate all of this. Like, it's supposed to be a fun time, fun holiday.
You fools! I can make anything dark. And then there's Luke Matthew Short, who, like it or not, is now inextricably linked to the whole mess.
Is he a leprechaun?
Oh.
Well, his last name is Short.
Yeah. It's not even the thing that's going to make you laugh in the end.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Or, well, he's about to be. Because his choice of ink made him briefly infamous when one particular police department decided to get creative. Cheers to them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. You're going to find out.
I'm itching.
Luke Matthew Short was born December 28th of 1986. That's about all the background we have time for. But I digress. I know this man, not personally.
I was going to say what?
But the archetype, if you will. He's the human embodiment of all manner of destruction.
Okay.
So, you can form your opinions now. They should be some variation of don't like him. 0 out of 10.
Think I got it, yeah.
Would not recommend. Though it should be noted that traffic violations are hardly something that I would typically lose sleep over. But you see, I have very little patience for the particular pattern of buffoonery that he seems to enjoy.
Buffoonery.
Mm-hmm. It's like a merry-go-round, except no one is merry, and I'm wondering why everyone is still spinning around in circles.
They drunk.
I mean, even the justice system?
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the only logical. So we'll start at the beginning. Well, sort of. It's the beginning of his criminal record, at least in one jurisdiction. But let me preface by saying it seems like he's already on parole at this point.
Oh, okay.
So, not really the start.
No.
There's the last 10 years of criminal history in more than one state, and it is a lot to cover and unpack. So, here goes. In August of 2013, he was charged with presenting a false name or information to a law enforcement officer in the state of Ohio, When he was questioned after being stopped on the street, he gave his first name as Sean, reporting the correct last name as Short, which seems dumb because I feel like one of the things that happens in most stops is that your identity will be verified, but okay. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. He stated he was simply fearful given his parole status. Pretty sure this is included in the fine print of what not to do when you're on parole.
Right. I mean, we all need the people to show us what not to do.
Yeah. Barely a month later, Luke. Sorry, that was cheap, but either way, he was back on his bullshit. And listen, until it becomes violent and causes harm to someone else, Luke, just like anyone else and their criminal history, isn't on my radar. Not my circus, not my fucking monkeys. But it was September 19th of that same year that Luke committed aggravated burglary. And in this case, he had what Ohio categorizes as a weapon or dangerous ordinance on or about the offender's person or under the offender's control.
What does that mean?
Really great question. I was like, that's a lot.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. He had forced entry into a private residence in Toledo, Ohio, with an accomplice. The homeowner interrupted the burglary, which is, of course, to put it technically, major pants shitting territory.
I thought you don't shit your pants, Caitlin.
No. This guy, we'll call him Bill, confronted both of the would-be burglars. Court reports indicate that Luke was apprehended with a firearm in his possession following a pursuit by the police after the incident. So basically, he had a gun.
Okay.
Seems like the charge they listed was needlessly wordy, but whatever. It's Ohio. Now, you probably have a lot of questions, starting with when did you start taking an interest in this type of crime? To which I say, wait for it. Why are we talking about a case in Ohio? Same response. Guys, it's a holiday, so humor me, will ya?
I am.
Do it.
No one's arguing with you.
Okay, cool. In my head, you're all arguing.
Never.
I promise I'll do my best to ensure that it pays off. Deal?
Deal.
Okay, cool. I already had okay, cool typed into the notes, so this is happening.
If it doesn't work, I'm going to break your pinkies.
Those are my cutest fingers. Now, it's possible that Luke managed to stay out of trouble, aka other people's homes, and on the straight and narrow. But this next part sort of makes me think that he probably just didn't get caught and or was busy with other crimes until November of 2016, at which point he starts to edge more into my particular territory or beat.
Okay. I don't like it.
No one does. The victim's name in this case has been redacted from court documents.
Okay.
Which is almost never a good sign.
Yeah.
Basically, what I gather from said court records is that he threw a rock through this person's window.
Rude.
Very rude. Unfortunately, the shattered glass crash landed on a mother and her 3-year-old daughter in the residence, resulting in bodily harm to both, though it's unclear what exactly that entails. And by that, I mean, I don't know what their injuries were. Still, it's a pretty horrifying image.
Yeah.
This also occurred in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh my gosh. I can't imagine having a window break on me.
Yeah.
You probably have cuts, I'm assuming.
I have to imagine, right?
Ugh.
At a minimum.
A little 3-year-old. Jeez.
I mean, it's breaking glass, right?
Yeah.
Under the right circumstances, you can end up with some pretty serious lacerations.
Yeah. And I mean, you're a 3-year-old. You get startled. You probably get up and run.
Right. That's what I
don't
like it. I don't like it. I don't like this next part either. Why do I do this? Now, 2018 is where we issue a trigger warning for DV. Okay, gonna wait for everybody to tune out before I say domestic violence.
Okay.
We're still in Toledo, Ohio, but it's at this point that his live-in partner contacts police after he slaps her in the face, causing what was described as minor swelling to her upper lip. This was at the end of May. He was formally charged with domestic violence in this instance. Just a couple of weeks later, he's charged for driving without a license. It's not until October of 2018 that my blood really begins to boil as a pattern seems to emerge. On or about October 3rd, he was involved in another domestic violence incident where he knowingly caused or attempted to cause physical harm to a family or household member. Bro, same team. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I don't know how sportsing works, but I'm pretty sure that you're not supposed to do that.
No.
You don't tackle your own quarterback.
No.
Right?
I don't think so.
Right? Okay. Somebody get Tom Brady on the phone.
He can be our next guest.
Yeah.
To explain football to us.
Perfect. In this case, the victim's name was provided in court proceedings, but since this is our only discussion that involves her and pretty fucking sure she's been through enough already, I'm not sharing it. The victim told law enforcement that Luke was her child's father and her current live-in boyfriend. During an argument, he punched her in the right side of her face.
Oh. Yikes. I just can't imagine reaching over and punching somebody.
Right? It's so weird. It's so weird how you would just never do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Oh my God. It's so weird.
Ugh.
In January of 2019, he was charged with possession of controlled substance following an incident where 2 officers responded along with the Toledo Fire Department, where he was treated with Narcan. Luke did respond to the Narcan as intended and admitted to having taken a handful of pills at the scene.
What's a Narcan?
Narcan is what they jab you with when it's apparent that you are incapacitated from an apparent overdose.
Oh, okay.
Of some kind.
Right.
It's the stuff that brings you back.
Okay.
Now, I don't think that criminalizing addiction has worked out all that well for our country. And I'm not going to pretend that I have the answers for how to address all of the drug and addiction related issues in our communities. But yikes, y'all, things are not going well.
No.
He was able to post bond and was released on $5,000 bail. He was set to report back to court on January 16th at 9 a.m. Court records do seem to indicate that he not only showed up for that court appearance, but was found guilty because, doy. However, when the case was continued to March of 2019, he failed to appear and a bench warrant was issued.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the bailer was shit out of luck, more than likely. Because, yeah, remember that $5,000 bond that was posted?
Mm-hmm.
Or if he hadn't been arrested just a couple days later, that would have been the case anyway. You're just like, whoops, guess I'm down $5,000. Just a week after the bench warrant was issued, the defendant was sentenced to 30 days in a Northwest Ohio Corrections Center, which was really 24 days suspended as he was given credit for 6 days served in the Lucas County Correction Center. At this time, he was on active probation. In May, the case and associated charges were sent to collections, which I thought meant like actual collections. I think that is just like court collections.
Right.
So that's kind of a bummer. Less than 2 weeks later, he was arrested and booked into the Lucas County Correction Center. His bond was set at $10,000 this go around, Under an amended charge, he was released on his own recognizance after he's already skipped out on bail.
That makes no sense.
You guys, I'm Ron Burgundy? Okay, that's a choice. Which honestly, look, I don't think I can be compelled to care about this guy being found in possession of less than a gram of heroin, but I'm sort of wondering how it's ever been allowed to happen from the outside of a jail cell after, just the little crimes of burglary, multiple violent crimes against a multitude of victims. I'm not quite ready to say lock him up and throw away the key, but at what point do we decide that harming others is a crime with consequences? Like the keep you in custody for the safety of others types of consequences.
I got no answers.
June of 2018, despite being subpoenaed, the victim in yet another domestic violence case fails to appear. Off and on over the remainder of the summer of 2018, whether the victim and even a witness would appear, it was basically like a game of musical chairs, deciding who would appear in the courtroom. But you know who it presents a real problem when they fail to appear? The motherfucking defendant.
Yeah.
In October, another bench warrant was issued for his arrest. By December of 2018, the notices that were being issued to the victim were being returned by the post office. I could be wrong, but I don't think it takes a genius to figure out that this person most likely moved away, and shocker, did not provide a forwarding address.
Weird. Wonder why.
Listen, if you keep releasing the guy who is assaulting people, those people might not be super interested in showing up to a place where that guy knows they'll be at a predetermined date and time.
Right.
In the end, by October 2019, this case and associated charges would also be sent to collections. Awesome. It was incredibly confusing trying to comb through the list of charges just in this singular county during this 10-year span.
Like, how do you do so much?
He's doing the most.
I don't get it.
Between all of the different periods of time that he was jailed, then released, all of the failures to appear, both on his part and that of the complaining witness, continuances, etc., it was a real mess. And some of the court history for the charges stretched over a period of multiple years. There's so much overlapping. But now, let's get the hell out of Ohio. All of the memes, I'm going to be honest, they might have been on to something about that place. I hadn't heard about the Ohio memes until I started looking into this case. If you haven't heard about it, you're in for a real treat. Just Google Ohio memes.
I haven't.
Yeah, just Google it. It's worth it. We're headed for the Oregon Municipal Court.
Okay.
Because for some inexplicable reason, Luke Matthew Short is hanging out there in early 2022.
Why?
Super cash, just dealing with a few charges.
Not surprising coming from this guy, though.
No, not at all. Like 2 counts of assault, criminal trespass, and inducing panic, which seems like it would be the weird one of the list of charges, but there's some other truly bizarre ones that I'm not super familiar with. Because if I'm being honest, I didn't even know they were on the books. Now I have to take a deep breath here. Disorderly conduct, unreasonable noise, or offensive utterance, gesture, or display.
That's a crime?
Listen, which I will now be mailing out numerous citations I've personally issued for this very charge.
Right.
Seems like we're probably issuing a dangerously low number of these bad boys. So just doing my civic duty. Okay, Cassie, click your link.
Okay.
Okay, don't look at it yet.
You said click it.
I
Don't
know,
look at it.
Click it. Click the link, but then just like close your eyes or something.
Okay.
But you know what's fun about this case?
What?
Well, number one, without looking at the face of the man featured on this poster, Cassie, can you tell me what municipal court Luke was wanted by? Don't look yet.
Where is it?
It's just above my pinky.
Oregon Municipal Court.
Correct.
Okay.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon.
Hey, Cassie.
Yes.
Did you know that there's a lakefront suburban city in Ohio named, of all things, Oregon?
No.
Sorry, guys. There's been some trickery afoot here.
You.
But it's all in the spirit of some slightly impish, albeit relatively safe, holiday fun. Cassie, can you please read the top line of this wanted poster that was posted by Ohio law enforcement to Facebook? Please take care to spell the final word there.
Okay. Help catch this leprechaun. Leprecon.
Oh.
Dad joke.
Leprechaun.
I
Get it?
get it.
Get it, guys? Do you get it? Okay. Now, maybe you can take a moment to describe the clip art featured.
Okay, so there's a little leprechaun dressed in a green and white striped outfit. Looks like a prison outfit with a little, ball and chain type of deal. And then a pot of gold.
Ha! You have correctly identified the clip art.
Nice.
Now, if you had to take a wild guess how they came up with this idea, what do you think they drew their inspiration from? Instructions for you. Please describe the tattoo on the leprechaun's face.
What? He has a face tattoo? I haven't looked yet.
Please describe the tattoo. For those of you listening, it'll be in the carousel of photos. But for everyone listening right now, just in case they're driving or whatever the case may be.
Okay, so now I can look.
You can look at his ridiculous face tattoos. Oh my God.
He definitely has a shamrock. Is that a shamrock or a 4-leaf clover?
I don't know what it's.
It's got like a little tiny extra leaf, but it's not quite a 4-leaf clover, I feel like.
I was like, they got clever with it.
That is not a good tattoo.
It's a really bad tattoo.
Right there on your cheek.
He's got a clover.
I mean, if you have face tattoos, that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't be a criminal.
Yeah.
Or we're going to make fun of them.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's got to be a really good tattoo. And also, don't be a criminal. Like, it's on your face, bro. It's literally on your face.
Everyone sees it.
So, yeah. The funny part is, I actually thought that he had come to Oregon in the last, handful of years. When I looked at the poster, it doesn't say Oregon, Ohio Municipal Court.
No, it just says Oregon.
And I'm like, I cannot find a single thing about these charges in Oregon. What in the fuck? Also, municipal court, that's a city thing. Huh. And then, what do you know? Oregon is a city in Ohio.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oregon, Ohio.
Oregon, Ohio.
We got to start new memes.
Y'all be wildin' out there in Oregon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Get it? Oh, Oregon, Ohio. Ooh.
That's all I had.
You bamboozled us.
I hope so.
Totally.
You suckers.
We fell for it.
Well, I fell for it.
I liked it. That was
Oregon?
good.
Oregon?
Oh,
Oregon?
a leprechaun in Oregon.
In Oregon?
Did he come from Mills End Park? That
Okay.
was last year's St. Patrick's Day episode. If you haven't listened to it yet, go back a year. One whole year.
One whole year. So, tarot?
Should we do some tarot on this?
Tarot?
I'm really excited. So we're dressed up today for the tarot video for the Patreon.
Yay!
I'm wearing my only green shirt I had with me. It's Billy. She has a booger coming out of her nose. It's my necklace.
I see what you did there.
Are we going to show off our socks?
Yeah. Show the people.
Diggle, diggle, diggle.
Can you see it?
You're so cute.
Okay.
We have a bunch of green crystals around, a bunch of gold crystals, a real pot of gold that I gave to Caitlin.
Yeah, that's from last year's St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
This year,
Oh,
these festive mugs.
yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Says liquid gold.
I guess I have to take a drink if I cheers.
They kind of look like little cauldrons or pots of gold.
I have 2 green mushrooms.
Of varying sizes.
A really big and a really small.
Okay. I'm setting these up here. Do I want to draw? I think. Okay. Oh, it's cute.
What'd we get?
There you are, love.
2 of cups.
2 of cups. Okay.
I feel like I've gotten this card recently.
I was putting together some little tarot goodies and I was working in the cups last night. So it's picking up some cups energy
Nice.
from this gal.
I like that. I know that's a good card.
Is it?
I think it is, yeah.
This is interesting. Okay, I drew this upright, so maybe the only thing that it has, we'll see. Okay, 2 of Cups. Our keywords are partnership, harmony, creative exchange, and cooperation. In many decks, the 2 of Cups shows a man and woman holding chalices as if toasting each other, which
Aw.
we just did.
Yeah, we did.
The card represents joining forces with someone either romantically or in a creative/spiritual endeavor.
Oh,
You share a common dream, interest, or passion and can work together to bring it into being. Mutual respect and equality exist between you. The upright 2 indicates a period of harmony when things go smoothly between you and another person. I think of this as the honeymoon card.
aw.
When you have high hopes and experience a time of accord, optimism, inspiration, and goodwill. I don't even know which way to read this.
I feel like so you didn't let me touch the deck at all. I wonder if that's the problem.
Okay.
I think it's saying like you 2 need to work
I guess
together.
so.
Like both of you need
Okay.
to touch the deck.
I know I was trying to shuffle to get things going and make sure we
Yeah.
got the video.
I
all
didn't
put
really
together.
realize until
Yeah, I
that
didn't
whole
either.
thing. Okay.
So I think we need to draw another card.
We know our powers work better together. I still think you need to draw, but I need to shuffle some of this St. Patrick's Day energy into this deck. Okay. I think this is going to work better here.
I got excited. Okay.
The universe always got our back.
I think I'm just going to go with the top card.
Okay.
I'm going to go crazy. Okay.
What is it?
Oh, it's a 9.
Okay.
It's the 9 of sticks.
9 of sticks. And
With
it's got
wands.
Oh.
In
okay.
reverse.
I'm like, it's a 6. I've been
Gotcha.
getting a lot of 9s and 6s and 3s recently.
Yeah.
Is this a beaver? What is this?
Well,
Is
look at
this
the
a
book.
nutria?
Oh, it might be.
I like to try to guess first.
Yeah. I don't. I'm like, just tell me what it is now.
So is this wands then?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a North American porcupine.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that looks spiky.
Yeah. Okay.
So 9 of wands, our keywords are courage, recovery, strength, success, and conquest. The 9 of wands shows you defending your territory. You've demonstrated courage and tenacity and proved yourself to be a powerful force. Now you're in a strong position where you command respect, support, and rewards. This is also a card of recovery after a setback or illness.
Okay. And we did get it in the reverse, so.
Huh. Oh. Cassie.
Yes.
There's an extra excerpt.
Okay. Ooh, I'm excited.
Tie knots. The last of the single-digit numbers. 9 signifies fullness and power. As the result of 3 times 3, it holds magical symbolism in spell work. To encourage the speed and effectiveness of an amulet or talisman, you can tie 9 knots to close it.
Huh. Interesting.
Which you're wearing an amulet.
I wonder if it has 9 knots on it.
Yeah, I know. I was literally just thinking that.
I'm not going to count the knots in front of everybody.
All right, fine. When the 9 of wands appears reversed, it advises you to cut your losses and get out of a situation that isn't going to improve.
Well,
You may be fighting a losing battle and need to move on to something else. Use the lessons you've learned as you chart a new course.
yeah, dude. I forgot his name already, but Luke. Sean Luke.
Sean Luke. In a reading about money, this card suggests an investment hasn't paid off. You need to stop throwing good money after bad.
Oh, that's very interesting because that was kind of a big part of
Kind of his thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can benefit from establishing a budget or getting a handle on expenses. Yeah.
That's funny.
In a reading about work, the reverse 9 can signify a job change or even a new career path.
Not for this guy.
I mean, maybe he's going to stop being a career criminal. You've accomplished as much as you can in your current position.
He did the most.
Seek a new direction that will rekindle your passion. So maybe he'll become a tattoo artist.
Maybe.
In a reading about love, this card can indicate the end of a relationship. Let's fucking hope so.
I mean, the ones where he was abusing people.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps an existing partnership has lost its glow, or you've finished what you were meant to do together. Like, y'all made a baby. Let's let that be that. I don't know.
Let it go.
Okay. Elsa.
Let it go.
Oh, boy.
I like to do the annoying version of that for the kids because they were like, nah. But I didn't do it for you guys because it's really bad. It's like a screech, like let it go, but like a screech at the end.
Oh, boy.
They love it.
Well,
yeah.
we have to end this tarot video so I can have her do that for me over some spinach dip and another glass of rosé.
Oh. Should I read this little funsy? I don't know if it relates, but
Let's do it.
it's kind of long. I don't know. Do we want to hear me read for this long?
I do.
It says 9 of Wands, injury and resilience, survival, perseverance, fatigue, a last stand, achieving victory at a cost. That's basically what yours said, huh?
Okay, yeah.
I wonder if this was his last crime. You know?
I mean, like maybe for at least a couple minutes.
It says, yes, it was dark. And yes, I was a porcupine. It says I was preoccupied. And yes, I was a porcupine. God.
He is a
Oh
porcupine.
my gosh. And yes, I was preoccupied, but still it seemed like the bobcat dropped in out of nowhere. One moment I was foraging for roots, scraping my teeth satisfyingly on their tough outer skin.
Oh, dude, that's a metaphor for, you know,
His tough outer
the
skin tattoos.
droogs. The droogs.
The drugs.
Yeah.
I was like, what's a droog? The next, I was swatted clear across the grove by a paw the size of my head. Wasn't he beating women?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. In a single leap, she was on me again, jaws snapping, teeth trying to find purchase on my neck, nearly succeeding before I could roll up and cover. I heard a yelp as her snarling, monstrous face met with my quills instead of soft flesh. Just perfect. Now she was angry. Oh God, this is like giving me chilly willies.
Oh my God.
She came at me again as I made for the burrow in a panicked waddle. A little porcupine waddle. There was no way I'd get there in time. Bobcats are lightning quick. There'd be no avoiding her attacks, no opportunity to dodge or react in the moment. I raised my quills as prepared as I could be, come what may. Ugh, there's more, you guys. Later, when the bobcat was gone, when I had stopped trembling in the dark confines of the burrow, when I had slept and to my surprise awoken and surveyed my injuries, I had survived. I had scraped by, bloodied, but mostly whole. Oh my gosh. It like reminds me of the window breaking. I would heal, but I would always bear the marks. I would always feel the skin stretching awkwardly over the scar tissue when I moved in certain ways. That was really creepy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeesh.
We don't even normally read the animal descriptions.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it seems interesting, but
yeah, I've been starting to just because it's like, it's very creative, I think, what they write.
Yeah.
So I want to read it anyway, like even if it's just for Patreon, but I think that totally related.
Oof.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Well, that worked.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely a porcupine
Yeah.
as a person.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Or is it a coyote they were talking about?
Bobcat.
Coyote.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's a porcupine.
Trying
I don't know.
to be a bobcat.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow. There's
That
no
was a
green
lot.
on the card, which is interesting. I thought we were going to get something kind of green. The first one did.
Yeah. I think the first one was us in the spirit of St. Patty's Day, and the second one was like, all right, here's this fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Have a creepy ass St. Patrick's Day. See you next Tuesday.
Woo! Not as creepy as Luke's or Sean's. I don't know. Whatever his name is.
Who knows? Porcupine Bobcat.
So for all of you that are listening, if you have any true crime or paranormal stories that you want us to share, maybe with the whole Pacific Northwest.
Yes, we would love to read them on the pod.
Yes, we will read them out loud.
Not just in our heads.
Yes. They don't have to be from the Pacific Northwest. If you would like to share, email us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com. It's all spelled out, no special characters. Super duper easy peasy.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Same thing as the email at pnwhauntsandhomicides, all spelled out, no special characters. Please also rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening to, and check out our stories on social media because our meme game is hot.
Agreed.
And if you agree, like Caitlin, you can also find us on Patreon and support the show.
Bitchin'.
Lucas County?
No, just above my pinky. Down below Lucas.
What are you talking about? What am I?
That one. That one. My finger's touching it.
Where? Down here?
No. My pinky.
Your pinky? The name?
Below it. No. The far, yeah. Right there.
Trespass and...
Nope. Below that. In green.
Oregon. Yeah. You were covering it up. You're killing me.
Oh, I can see it.